Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7, I think we're up to, of The Last of Us. At last look, which was just last night during the Super Bowl, we had a pretty typical downer episode of The Last of Us. At last look, Joel had been grievously injured, having fallen on some rebar, Lara Crofted, if you will, and he went into severe shock and was passed out, and Ellie was able to get him transported to a remote cabin up in the snowy woods in the dead of winter, and having successfully downed a buck, was able to negotiate for the acquisition of some penicillin from a brand new person that she met named David. David and James encountered her out in the woods, and at first seemed to be at least trustworthy enough to survive a horde of clickers, but it turned out that David had some rather, I don't know why I said rather, some extremely dark ulterior motives, and when we last left, Ellie was trapped inside of a cage next to a butchery where they are preparing human corpses for consumption, and Joel has just come to in the garage where Ellie had left him and will be presumably setting off to locate what's happened to her. How he's going to do that remains a mystery, because we know a lot more about her whereabouts than he does. Hello, special early hello. Oh, so much is already happening in chat. Hello to Mia, Azaric, Drienne Levode, Ronan. Just take a quick look through. Hold on, just one second. Just occurred to me we have one quick change here to make before we get going. And Ricardo Just Vibing is also here in the chat. So hello to everyone. If I've missed you, so many apologies. Let me just scroll up slightly. Yep, looks like we got everybody. I hope everybody had a nice... What even is today? Monday? It's been a hell of a Monday, but, you know, let's focus on the game because real-world stuff can wait for real-world time. So, Cabin Resort, here we go. I've been assured that the load times, even on the PlayStation 4, were significantly longer than this. Oh. Ellie should not be leaving behind her, or ammunition. We're gonna take a look around in here. Please don't freak out. Did it just... It just sounded like the audio glitched out a little bit. Please let me know if we get any weird hiccups or anything, any sneers here in the chat. So, wow, I think it actually saved all the stuff that I'd picked up at the end of our last session, because there's nothing else. Also, this is not a garage. It's a basement. For some reason, I thought it was a garage. Hello to Grumpy and Club. Oh my goodness, everybody's coming in today. I hope everybody has had a good Monday.
Where the hell are you?
Alright, so we are going to search this area. Okay, so Joel still is full on everything, except we really could use at least a little bit more blade. I would like to ask Club a question about COVID-19 testing, Club being a medical professional, but... And now suddenly I'm going to sneeze. Hold on one second. Wait. No, cloth. Darn it. Where's all the scissors? The thing is, the situation in Belgium might be a lot different than it is here in the United States in terms of the efficacy of the different testing options. Groovy sees that one penicillin shot after fighting septemia for an entire season did wonders. Well, yeah, it's gotten him back up on his feet. Also, more than me is saying it was personal stuff for Angel, Ruination Ronin, so you didn't miss any real-world stuff that I am aware of. So Ronan is saying, I've been working all day. Am I... Oops, it just scrolled off screen. Don't worry, folks. We're going to get going real soon. Am I in for some bad news when I see what went on today? Oh, gosh, hopefully not.
Ellie! Where'd she run off to?
I feel like it's becoming more clear why the raiders... It wasn't like this area, we didn't have a lot of time to examine it earlier, but now we can see that why David's crew, when they tracked Ellie here, were not immediately... They didn't immediately hone in on the right building because, like, they could have been hiding out in any of these structures. We are currently... Oops. What is this? Okay, I didn't realize there were still people here.
Watch my back!
Now, I do hear somebody off to the right. I don't really know where they are. Alright, flamethrower is not useful at this range. Let's switch out for... well, not the rifle. Nope, that's pointless. Okay. So here's me just giving them all the opportunity to get around and flank me. I'm gonna stick my head up. Hello? Crap. So there's at least a couple more guys out there. And I don't know where. Nuts. Okay. So, running over there seems like there's too much open ground to cover. Yeah, I know I'm low on health. Yeah, let's try to stick low. I'm gonna switch back to El Diablo here. Oh, they think I'm better than I am. They think I've gone someplace. Unfortunately, Joel is having the same issue that Ellie did, which is... I can't hear them over the sound of all the snow falling. Okay, well... we might as well use this med kit. And then craft another med kit since I've got maximum rags and alcohol. Okay, come on, Joel. I can hear them. You really can't tell what direction they're coming from, though. So we cannot get behind the mail truck. Which means the next place I go is going to be out in the open. I really don't want to do this. Okay, now I can hear them. Do I have a bottle? Oh, I got a brick. That's better. Okay, just the 4 guys then. And I cannot go through this structure. So, we either encounter these guys singly, or they are going to overwhelm Joel and make him the rest of the way dead. He's only mostly dead right now. Alternatively, we just get behind them, but given what we know about this crew right now, I'm not super enthused about letting any of them live. No way. Nope, I really need him to stop moving for a second.
There he is.
Okay, what part of his head did that hit that he just shook that off? Also, I have a cunning plan. Also, how... Why did he say there he is, and then he just sort of wandered off? He lost interest?
Run!
Alright, let's, toss that out there. Let's see if we can entice some of these guys to come this way. Oh, jackhole, you're supposed to climb up on that, man. Come on. Oh shit, they're all gone. Hold on a second. Oh, I don't like this. Alright, I'm gonna take my bomb and go then. Shit. Oh my god, it's the most impassable barrier known to man. A log lying down with some razor wire loosely draped over it. Well, there's no way a human being can get past this. Mia, thank you very much for doing the shouts outs. Oh my god. Okay, so we have to go down this alleyway of death. And especially concerning... Wait, now I hear more things. Okay, so there's a person over there. They all went over there? Okay. I can't wait to find the guy that has an arrow sticking out of his clavicle.
Keep running!
What is happening? Apparently I can just wait them out. This is very odd. Right, I need a close quarters gun. Also, I need to have more shells in this gun. Or cartridges? Shotgun shells or cartridges? And is it a difference if it's buckshot or slugs? I really don't know. Boy, the only thing that these cannibals have to do is just sit slightly still, and I'm done.
Gotcha, asshole. Finish him off! Hold him still! Shit! Handcuff me. Let me go, I'll fuck you up. What the... You wait here. Now, the girl. Is she alive? What girl? I don't know no girl. Fuck! Focus right here, right here. I'll pop your goddamn knee off. The girl. She's alive. She's David's newest pet. Where? In the town. In the town. Now you're gonna mark it on the map. And it better be the same exact spot your buddy points to. Mark it. It's right there. You can verify it. Go ask him. Go on. I tell you, I ain't lying. I ain't... Fuck
you, man. He told you what you wanted. I ain't telling you shit.
That's all right. I believe him.
No, wait! Wakey, wakey. Come on.
Let's go! Stop!
I warned you.
I'm infected! I'm infected!
Really?
So are you. Right there. Roll up my sleeve. Look at it!
I'll play along.
What'd you say? Everything happens for a reason, right?
What the hell is that? She would have turned by now. It can't be real. Looks pretty fucking real to me.
He's got a gun, and he's afraid of her. I love it.
Shit. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Okay. Go!
I need a gun. Okay. I can do this.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you so much for the resubscription. Sorry, we're in the middle of a fairly tense moment. I hope that you're having a wonderful Monday. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think they're gonna have left any guns around, but hey, if they leave med kits, brick or bottle, what do we like? I think I'm gonna stick with bottle. It makes more sound if I need to distract them or lure them. I don't like this. Now, one thing that we've also learned about Ellie is that her grab takedowns are not silent, and yet I don't care. Oh, and now we have a gun. With one bullet in it, but it's a gun nonetheless. Well, maybe it was silent enough. I don't see anybody coming in here. Okay, there's a window there. Just gonna listen outside here. Nope. No, it's in Blizzard, man. He can't see me.
Holy!
Okay, I really tried to throw the bottle. I really want to go. The trouble is I don't know where that gunshot came from. Shit. Kumi's saying it's a winter wonderland. So glad he gets to work from home these days. Yeah, our outsides didn't look too much different from this just yesterday, actually. Alright, if I step out right now, I know it's a blizzard, but that guy's gonna still see like a silhouette moving around. And Sometimes you play a game and you're like, how could that person possibly identify me as a stranger under these lighting conditions? Why wouldn't he just think I was a different guard or like a compatriot at that range? In this, however, Ellie has sort of a distinctive profile relative to every other person here, so it's nope, no, what? Shit. Oh, if I had a bottle, I would clock him so hard.
Where is she?
Alright, I don't want to get caught on these boards. Interesting that I'm more willing to sneak past a group of clickers than I am cannibals, but these guys really, really deserve to die. Oh, I want a brick or a bottle. Oh, yes. Okay, I really feel like if they show them with a gun in their hand, they owe at least one bullet. At least a note, I owe you one bullet, signed Thug. You've got to assume that that bell is going to make it harder to hear things. Between the bell and the snow, you think that listen mode would be pretty much useless here. That seems too high to get to. Yep. How about this? Nope, that's closed. Alright, this is too many guys. We're gonna get healed up.
Stay focused. Find him.
Alright, this time I'm gonna learn my lesson, be a little bit further back. And if this guy comes out here... Nope, he took a turn. That guy didn't. Okay, I need these guys to be further apart, if possible. Okay, one of them left. Shit! Alright, and I did hear another... Go! Get down!
God damn it! Where'd you go? Spread out! Come out, you coward.
Shit!
God damn it. Where'd she go?
Let's check over there. Get her! Where'd you go?
Alright, there were at least some more bullets back here. 3. And a brick. Alright, hey, I think we came out of that with more bullets than we started. Unfortunately, I've now completely lost track of which direction I was trying to work my way towards. So, I know which way I came in. We came in that way, so let's head over this way. Hopefully, I just took out... I mean, 4 dudes. How many more other guys do you think that we have out here? Well, as long as we're going, if Club is still here, my question for him would be, and again, this may differ based on, like, different countries and so forth, but the question would be for Club, do you have any sense on the accuracy of the types of tests that would be in a... Okay, let me just say more broadly. COVID-19 tests. In the United States, we have two options. One of them, you can basically go into a local pharmacy and get, but what I am being told from friends of mine who work in the medical field is that those tests are like 50 to 60% accurate, which seems to me like not accurate at all. 50% accurate means that you are... I don't want to be in this room. This looks like a room where they cook. I don't want anything that they cook in here. And then there's a much, much, much better test that you can get, but apparently here in the United States you have to be... Okay, don't step on that again. You have to have a referral from a doctor. And I know that Club works... Hold on, I gotta watch out for plates. Yeah. So, can I sidle around this plate, do we think? Can I go like this? No. Okay. Also, is this a different room? So, what I'm learning is stay the hell off the plates. They are loud. Okay, this is a new room, I think. With nothing in it. Okay, are there plates over here? No. Club is saying that he does not know they don't get it at a pharmacy. Yeah, so I spoke with a friend today who works in the... He works IT in the medical field, so he is with doctors and nurses and has been working COVID response for the last year. And one of the topics is... he said that the tests that can be given at the local pharmacies are... They have a high failure rate. So, barring actual symptoms, when we are in need, he shall provide. Ugh. Alright, we're just gonna get through here. I was looking for things to scavenge, but... None of these windows look like they're open. I'm not going on the plates. Why did they smash so many plates? And why into the carpet? You're never going to be able to walk barefoot in here.
How did you do it? It's all right. Nowhere to go. You want out?
Oh boy.
You're gonna have to come get these keys. No, you're not infected. No one that's infected fights this hard to stay alive.
I gotta get those keys.
Oh, shit!
That was good, kid. It's gonna be all right.
Ellie!
You know, you keep surprising me.
Okay, I can't go on the plates. Oh, boy.
I heard that.
So do I... No, I don't have any bombs or anything.
Shame you wouldn't come around. But it's too late now.
Oh, maybe I can lure him by walking the plates. Tink, tink.
Give up now. Oh,
Fuckers.
okay then. There.
Okay, I just saw him kneeling over there. Also, blah 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 is saying that the antigen test is 70 to 80% accurate. So I got to find out what kind of tests are available in the area without a doctor's note. Now, the good news is, for clarity, I have no symptoms. There's no immediate cause for alarm, but I had sort of a close encounter with someone who also was asymptomatic. But unfortunately, we now live in the world where it's like, you want to be careful. I don't know what to do about this. He's over there somewhere. See, there he is. Okay, so he's there, but see the plates right there? If I walk on those, he's going to turn around and get me. And also, he might come around this way again. Shit. I don't know what to do. I think the best thing to do is draw back.
Hello, Ellie.
The fuck? How did he... What? Okay, I don't know how he heard her. Maybe I stepped on plates and didn't realize it. Okay. Drian, I think we need a second death plus. There's a little bit of a, I think it's like a 10 or 15 second timeout, which was only put in place to avoid the possibility of people, of like multiple mods adding it at the same time. Because it is certainly possible for me to die faster than the timeout is, depending on the game. So he's right at the end of this hole, this aisle, or whatever. So I'm gonna sit tight and we'll see where he decides to go. Unfortunately, his current MO seems to be move suddenly and swiftly between different areas. So I guess he's behind that buffet table. Fuck. I really don't want to watch that cutscene of her getting cleaved. So he's right back here. Can I just charge him? Yeah! No. Okay, so... yeah, whatever I do here. So I can heal. I guess I probably should, because I'm not sure that she can take another whack from that machete. But I guess I gotta figure out a way to get behind him. I don't know how to do that. Let's see where he goes next. Okay. There we go! I want to hurry, and I also don't want to get shot again because I'm hurrying.
Gotta catch her.
We should be guarding the shelter. We got an infected running around town, and we're guarding the damn.
Look, the kid is deadly. We don't know where she's gonna turn up next. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Okay. Oh, balls! Jesus, thank God that guy's such a bad shot. Yeah. Okay, none of this is Joel acquitting his best self. Wait, maybe I should pretend it's an HW thing where I'm role-playing about how sick he is and delirious. I'm not suddenly bad. I've always been bad, and also it's just him being sick. Alright, you can even hear the snipers up there that aren't even really moving.
Keep your eyes and ears open.
Alright, I still like this as an opener. Mia, thank you for the balls emote. Oh boy.
Well, fucking low, are you okay?
Okay, now I know there's more dudes, so I need to be somewhere else.
Alright. Guess you want to do this the hard way. What was that?
So one thing I really like about the way that the AI works in this game is that the AI only knows the last place that they saw or heard you, and if you can rapidly relocate somewhere else, then they can be thrown off and you can John Rambo them a little bit more. Oh, hello to Samalander. Sorry if people are coming in. I am currently trying to figure out how to get the drop on these guys. Now, do I have a brick or something? I do have a brick, but bricks don't make very much noise is one thing that we've learned. If I can hit the guy with the brick... This seems like a long way to hit it with a brick. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's go back. Let's go out to the end of the street where hopefully they won't be able to see so well through the snow. And then maybe we can come around the other side. Yeah, see, I can't see them over here. We have to assume they can't see me. So, I wanted to ask Samalander a question about the RimWorld stream, because he was sort of calling out to chat if anybody has, like people were using, I think, points to buy, like, weather changes. Like, at one point, somebody purchased, like a tornado in his RimWorld, and it came right as there was a raid, so like a lot of buildings were lost. And I did not realize that chat had that level of interaction. I knew that chat, like the people were named after chatters and stuff, but I didn't realize that chatters had... So here's a better axe than the one that I have. We're gonna take that. Can I put a blade on it? No. No, I'm short a blade is the problem. All right. Because that seems both cool and to really open the door for, Boy, do I want to just go? That kind of feels like the way to go, isn't it? Let's check it. Because maybe it's a shiv door. Oh, manual. Smoke bombs last 10 seconds longer. Jeez. Ellie needs some of that to deal with David. Let me see if I can... Okay, so I can craft now, but there's a problem. I've only got one shiv, and if I ever use it to shake loose of a clicker, then I won't have any. So... Still, I do have one. And I really... Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna make my axe better. Because, like, the axe has 5 hits, we're adding 3. That's a really big upgrade to its survivability. Samlander says that some of his chat likes stacking bad events. I don't know where those snipers were. There they are. Okay, so now we've got the drop of them. Yep. Oh, no, Joel, get up on top of it. We need the height. Nope. No, I'd love to claim that I'm good enough to make this shot just by, like, measuring the parabolic arc, but I also think that he might be behind that board, so I don't think that we can make that shot from here. Where is he? Where is this guy? There he is, question mark? Yep, okay, now I can see his head. All right. This cold looks painful. It looks like that kind of cold that it just bites into your skin. All right, does this guy have any friends? I can't see. Every time. No, I can't see anything through this. Look at this. Okay. They're not moving, so... I was aiming for soft tissue. Do I get any of those arrows back? Oh, I get that one. Oh, that's the one I missed. We had had the temperature dropped considerably after we started watching. The temperature at Carolunas, it is. Simulator is asking, how did you hit him? Which guy? Because that could equally go for any of the 3. If it was the last guy, I listened to where he was, and then I let loose in that general direction, and asshole snapped off the arrow before he died. That guy's last act of bitterness on this planet was, bastard's not gonna get this arrow back. I know how I'll impress David. I have to say, so I really, really like watching Jason McMaster streams, and Jason McMaster is very good at Salamander. However, because he plays on such a high difficulty level, watching Salamander play has been enlightening as to how it's played, how it looks when it's not, like, somebody playing on super, mega, ultra level difficulty. Okay. We've never really looked at it. Love something, and it's got a radioactive symbol, and maybe some wings, and then a cat zipper thing.
What is this? Where the hell is all this stuff here? Oh, Christ. I gotta find her. I gotta find her.
So it's been really cool getting to watch watch a colony that has a chance. Because hard difficulty on RimWorld is basically you looked like you were doing so well, so the game deletes itself off your PC type difficulty. It's really nuts.
Holy shit. Ellie.
Ellie, you're younger than he is. You have to get up. Shake it off. Ellie, as if your life depended on it.
I knew you had heart. You know, it's okay to give up. Ain't no shame in it. I guess not. Just not your style, is it? You can try begging.
Fuck you.
You think you know me? Huh? Well, let me tell you something. You have no idea what I'm capable of. Stop! Stop!
Fucking touch me!
It's okay. It's me. It's me. It's me. Look. It's me.
He tried to...
Oh, baby girl. It's okay. It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
Ellie!
Did you hear me?
No. What?
Look. Hospital. This is where we get off. Let's go, kiddo. You feel that breeze, huh? I tell you, on a day like this, I just sit on my porch, pick away at my six string. Yeah, once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. I reckon you'd really like that. What do you say, huh? Ellie, I'm talking to you.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, sure, that sounds great.
Sam Leonard was asking, did that guy, meaning David, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I think there's something on that shelf.
I dreamt about flying the other night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Go on, tell me about it.
So, I'm on this big plane full of people, and everyone is screaming and yelling because the plane's going down. So I walk to the cockpit, open the door, there's no pilot. I try to use the controls, but I obviously have no clue how to fly a plane. And right before we crash, I wake up. I've never been on a plane. Isn't that weird?
Well, you know, dreams are weird.
Just want to make sure there's no additional...
Another city, another abandoned quarantine zone.
Alright, so this feels like it's going to be the way to go, and it did look like we could get to the other side of the highway, like not the off-ramp, so we're going to run back up here and see. Yeah, Sam Lander, David was very, very much someone that deserved to die, and there's nothing about that that feels good, but I'm glad for Ellie's sake that she got to finalize it herself, because if there's any solace to be taken from making it out of that encounter, she has the closure of it. I don't know if that is... that was not worth it. I really should have just walked down. Okay. We played another game recently, which I'm not going to go into detail about because it's not this game, but at one point a character called dibs on settling up with another character, and it was very important to me to see that through, to... This has come up in a few different games. Sometimes you'll have a case where, like, one character is seeking vengeance based on the wrongs that have been done to them or their family or something else. And generally speaking, regardless of the consequences to my character or my journey, my stance has been to step back and let them square up, because it just feels right, you know? It's easy for me as a innocent, as sort of like a disinterested bystander to preach forgiveness and so forth, but I wasn't there for all the harm. I wasn't there for all the misery that was caused, and it doesn't seem right to me to deny or pass judgment on the rectification that the one person seeks, that the wronged party seeks. No, Sam Lander's saying it'll never be okay. No, surely not. We might have, I'm sure that we've talked about this in other things, but if I can say one thing very quickly about episode 1 of The Walking Dead, AMC's The Walking Dead. This is in the very first episode. Most people who are interested, I'm sure, have seen it, and those that have not, but for some reason wanted to see it, I'm only talking about the end of the very first episode. Nonetheless, if people want to tune out for just a few seconds, in episode 1, the main character finds himself inside of a tank that has been parked in the streets of Atlanta, and there is a dead body in the tank. And one little piece of background information that I find interesting that I've shared with Mia is that that corpse, not a zombie, mind you, just a corpse, pretty sure it's just a corpse, is played by Sam Witwer, who is a fairly well-known and very busy actor who also voiced Deacon St. John in our playthrough of Days Gone.
Maybe we cut through here.
And the reason that you have a dead body being played by a fairly well-known actor is that in the sort of original vision for The Walking Dead, then series creator, or series showrunner, Frank Darabont had intended to have flashback scenes that would explain where the tank came from and what that guy's story was and so forth. There was supposed to be a fairly elaborate examination of how that all came to be, and that never actually occurred. Lucia, we made it to the quarantine zone. I wanted to call you, but all the phone lines are down in this city. They told us they can deliver letters between the different zones, although it will probably take a week or two to reach you. We're in good spirits. Hannah talks about you a lot. She really misses you. I'm surprised at the calmness and maturity she's shown throughout this craziness. I feel like I've been the emotional one. I find that she's comforting me most of the time. We've raised her well. I hope all is well on your side of the country and really hope to hear your voice soon. Love, Graham.
We didn't have a clue back then.
Do I need... Oh, we've got 105 drugs. We are going to spend some drugs. I am full up on this. Blades and tape. Who would have known that that was so important in the apocalypse? So, I'm thinking maximum health. The other option is Shiv Master. Full durability shivs don't break when used to escape a clicker grab. I do not have a full durability shiv. It's probably going to be one or the other. I mean, I don't know how many drugs are total in the game, but I think we're going to go maximum health. I like the swallow. I like that you can hear like a swallow sound effect when he takes the drugs. Also that he, like, predetermines, well, these will be the drugs I take to be healthier. Gulp. Carol Luna was asking, wait, who played a corpse in like a game? Yeah, this is the television series. Look, more drugs. Yeah, as long as we're getting, like, a Snyder cut of Justice League and so forth, can we please get a Frank Darabont cut of the Walking Dead television series? Let him develop that for 5, 6, 7 seasons. I really would have wanted to see where he would have gone. It seems to me like when you have an Academy Award winner willing to write and produce your television series, maybe you should, like, honor some of his budgetary requests and do what he wants. It seems smart. But what do I know? I'm not yet sure where to go. We came into this... Is this a bus or a train terminal? Bus schedule. Okay. How is this not the way to go? This super looks like the way to go. And it's not. It just factually isn't. Okay. So... Oh, there's a ladder up there.
Well, we could use that ladder. Here we go.
Oh my... Hold on.
Ellie. Ellie.
What?
The ladder. Come on.
Right.
Hello to Patikin and Caroluna. I'm so sorry. We were exploring a bus terminal. Alright, let's... ready up here again. Let's back up. I don't want to get hit in the head with a ladder. Yes, hello to Patikin. Hello, Caroluna. Oh, and thank you for the host, Patikin, as well.
What is it? Ellie!
Shit. Apparently there's not going to be a moment here, so I'm just going to pause it for 1 second. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there was going to be a prediction for when I would notice that folks were in here. Thank you to the for the follow to Zaja. Thank you very much. Wait, I hope it didn't take 30 minutes to notice that they were here.
Ellie!
Hold on a second. We gotta go find out what happened.
You gotta see this.
What is it? What the hell is...
Okay, can you stop running off?
Are you kidding me?
I don't know what we're looking at.
Come on, hurry up. You see that? Shh, don't scare it.
I won't, I won't.
What are you doing?
It's all right. Come here, come here. There you go. Hurry up. Come on.
Right there. So fucking cool. Aw, where's it off to? Here, come on, let's go.
Slow down, kiddo.
Come on. Hurry up, come on.
I hope she went up here.
Oh, man. Wow. Look at those things.
If we see this herd get ripped apart by a bottle of clickers, I'm gonna be real upset.
So, is everything you were hoping for?
It's got its ups and downs, but you can't deny the view, though.
Mia gasped out loud at the giraffe and wants to pet all of the animals. Oh, I don't want to... Is it worth going back inside to search for stuff? We can let her hang out here on the roof for a minute. I'm gonna go back inside and see if there's anything to find. Also, I feel like maybe she needs a second. This is, surprisingly effective, I have to say. Because when we were walking and she was so distant and then she didn't come for the boosts and stuff, it's pretty clear that things have been weighing pretty heavily on her. So I think that maybe giving her a moment, whether we find something or not, feels thematically valuable. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it. If we haven't found anything in any of these areas, we're probably set. Zaja is saying that they wish this was on PC. Yeah, I hope that Sony looks at Horizon Zero Dawn's success, what I presume to be a success on PC, and realizes that their games can reach a lot more people if they stop locking them down to consoles. All right.
We don't have to do this. You know that, right?
What's the other option?
Go back to Tommy's. Just be done with this whole damn thing.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing. Look, I know you mean well, but there's no halfway with this. Once we're done, we'll go wherever you want. Okay?
Well, I ain't leaving without you. So let's go wrap this up.
Always check under the stairs. Someday we really should do like a list of like video game rules. Always check behind you when you start in a scene, under the stairs and behind a waterfall. Oh boy. Can I like bang on this? Get a sense on if anybody's inside? All right.
Ellie, found another one of them comics you've been reading.
All right.
I wonder if Joel has found any of the comics out of order in the series, so then Ellie couldn't read them in the hopes that maybe he'd find the missing link. That would be a fun storyline. Oh man, we found episode 7, but not episode 5 or 6. We were actually talking about doing like a watch party with More Than a Mia where we'd pick out a television series that has multiple different seasons, but deliberately not watch them in order. Basically, we would use like a random number generator or like some D&D dice to be like, okay, today we'll be watching Season 5, Episode 4. And then next we'll be watching Season 3, Episode 19. And just go completely out of order. And it would have to be something serialized too, like not so dense like The Killing, but maybe something really like Mia's already seen The Office, for example, but something like The Office where there is a storyline that runs through and like characters that develop over time. I'm sorry, Ellie, I'm looking very carefully at all of this destroyed fencing. But not so much so that you cannot follow a specific episode. Like, more serialized than MASH, but not like, I don't know, True Detective or something like that. Oh, Supernatural would be a good fit. Club, that's a good call. Mia
This place
is...
takes me back.
How so?
That was right after everything went down. I ended up in a triage just like this. And everywhere you look, you just saw families torn apart. The whole damn world seemed to have turned upside down in a blink.
Is that after you lost Sarah?
Yes, it was.
I can't imagine losing someone you love like that. Losing everything that you know. I'm sorry, Joel.
That's okay, Ellie.
Wait, I did this, right? Yeah, I've already upped that. Yes, okay, so I'm gonna do a new shiv. I think one of our goals should be to get Club up to be like a hospital administrator, and then to enact new hospital guidelines to always leave lots of scissors and gauze and boxes of ammunition around all of the medical tents, just in case there's ever a problem. And then once that is sort of the worldwide policy... Oh, really? Wow. Apparently I'm full on shorty ammo? Should have been using this a lot more. So I just ate 4 shorty cartridges to refill 1 empty slot. Ugh. Anyway, I just feel like video games would be a lot easier. We'd walk through this area, and there'd just be, like, boxes of scissors all over the place, along with a... Oh, look! Is that level 5? Wow! We did it! We have level 5 tools. Now we can do all the upgrades. I just need all of the scrap in the world. Patikin is taking note of Hitman 3, where it is at this hour. Still a horrific mess if you want to... Sorry, it's not a horrific mess if you want to repurchase all of the games on Epic. For those of us who are not going to do that, we have 2 options. Not play Hitman 3 for another 11 months or so, or... wait for Epic to sort things out. Epic and IO Interactive. And I really want to be clear on this. I am going to play Hitman 3. I'm going to play a lot of Hitman 3. The only question is which format I'm going to play it on, because as much as I love Hitman 1 and 2, it is not worth repurchasing, not at any price, on a different platform. Now, IO Interactive has promised, they've said, it is going to happen. We have a solution. It is currently in testing. Oh, and we have a bench. People are not going to need to repurchase the games if they want to get Hitman 3 on Epic. That's cool. Okay, so apparently I'm down there at the bottom. There's an evacuation route that we're not going to... Oh, look, I bet we're going evacuation route north. This is not very helpful information, but... sort of a overland map of the area. Patikin also got Borderlands 3 on PC for free. That, I have to say, like, the thing about Borderlands 3 that I've heard is that the story and the characters are not very good, but that the gunplay is better than it's ever been.
Oh, I got something for you.
Okay, what's up?
Here. Maria showed this to me, and I stole it. I hope you don't mind.
Well, no matter how hard you try, I guess you can't escape your past. Thank you.
This has gotten really heavy.
There we go.
Okay, so... Wow, 215 scrap and so many options. 75 scrap to get maximum armor piercing on this. That feels like a lot. That feels like a whole lot. Okay, well, we have not fired the flamethrower even once. What I do know is that I want it to be as powerful as possible. I'm going to drop 60 scrap on that. Now, the reload speed is not ever really going to be my thing. Like, on certain weapons, like the shotgun, maybe. I wouldn't mind range on this. I wouldn't mind range on the bow. Because range, you would think, would logically, like, flatten out that curve and make it easier to gauge. Range in the shotgun also seems like a good call. I cannot envision what a better scope would do for me. Slow down time. That's the only thing I want. Oh, but power. Yep, power. We're going to put power into the rifle. Because the more powerful it is, the fewer shots you have to spend, and the more each bullet is worth. Also, we've got armor piercing here. I do like that, but that's 75. If I do that, I can't afford anything else. No. Maybe, because clip capacity is real important. Also, wait, clip capacity on this is huge, because this is one, you shoot once, and then you have to reload. Yeah, we're going to do clip capacity on this. And then... possibly clip capacity on this. We're up to 3, so if we increase it again, that's a 30% increase for 30 scrap. That seems like a pretty good... Yeah, I could do reload speed and fire rate on this. Or clip capacity in a hunting rifle. That's tough. That's a tough one. Alright, I think clip capacity on the rifle. And I think clip capacity on... shit. I'm short by 5. We could do reload speed on El Diablo. That's not the worst idea. That would take up all the scrap that I have. Or we could look around and see if I find 5 more scrap. For all I know, I don't know how many more benches there are in the game. Now that here's the thing, now that we find level 5 tools, that is the closest indicator that we've gotten in terms of like how much time we have left. So do I spend it all now? I'd rather finish it out than have a bunch of scrap left in my pocket. Screw it. Spend it if you got it.
There we go.
Scrap isn't going to help me if I'm dead. Zaja was asking, it's like, why would they do that? If that is in reference to why IO Interactive would go exclusive for to Hitman 3, I get the financial incentives. As a customer, though, that is not extremely good. I would very much like to own... Here's the thing to IO Interactive. I would have bought your game at full price. I bought the, like, enhanced edition of Hitman 2 so that I could play it a few days early, and we actually did a few streams of it at the time. I really, really was looking forward to Hitman 3. Now, whenever it is that I get it, I will not be paying full price. I am a single person. It would have been a single purchase for our household. It's not like they lost out on multiple sales or anything like that. I am looking forward to playing your game, IO Interactive. I hope that you will allow me to do that. Similar message to Microsoft over the availability of the Xbox Series X. If you guys wanted to allow me to exchange money for one of those, we could make that happen. I hope that you allow that someday. Hello to Brian. Brian, I hope you're having a great Monday. Patikin is also saying, I would be interested to...
It's gonna be different. I just know it.
What do you mean?
They're gonna be there. The Fireflies. I'm sure of it.
Okay, what percentage of them will be covered in chitinous armor, though? So I'm just looking around here. Oh, okay. No, we still have a really good axe. Also, I do not want the bow to be my equipped weapon. Patikin saying that he thinks that the So apparently numbers came from somewhere indicating that most people only go to Epic to get the free games. I guess I'd just be curious where those numbers came from, because it's not the kind of announcement that I feel like Epic would make themselves. So, and any other source for that, I feel like would be... I just want to know where that data came from, because it was a random online poll of, you know, 1,200 people on epicsucks.reddit. That's not super credible information. But I will say, it matches my experience. I go to Epic when there's a really good sale, like the one that they had over the holidays for their, like, $10 coupons and so forth. And then to check out what the free games are. What am I shitting about? Okay. And that looks like a bloater. I don't want to fight the bloater for sure. So we either figure out where it's going, or I take the path on the left. And the trouble with the path on the left is that I don't want to get flanked by this thing. I don't know what its patrol route is. Okay. Now, we might be able to sneak past that, but... Yep, okay, so that guy has a face. How do I only have 4 arrows? Fuck. You have got to be shitting me! As far as I know, the bloaters can't see. They don't have a face. They move just enough that I never feel like I can dial in that headshot. One arrow left. And then we get real loud. Sorry. I don't know where this thing is gonna wander. It looks like in chat there's a conversation about why Sony is slowly moving towards releasing their console exclusivity. I imagine it is... If I worked at Sony and I wanted to make a case for why console exclusivity is a good policy, I would point at, frankly, my own experience with the Microsoft shit. I was hoping we were through with this. We've bought very, very few games on the Xbox One X. It's a very good console. It's very powerful. All of the games that I would want to play on it are also available on PC. Now, that might change in the upcoming console generation because Microsoft has done things like buy out Bethesda, for example.
I know, let's just keep at it.
Nope, I don't want that. I feel like there might be someone else in the room with me. Yep. So... I could firebomb these guys. I mean, they're standing pretty close together, and I have really good explosives. The thing is, that might draw a lot of unwanted attention in here. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay down a bomb right here. So if anybody tries to come in, they're going to get a surprise. Oh, these guys are... They're further apart than I thought they were. And I'm not going to turn on the light because they can see it. Yeah, why don't you come right in here? Okay, well, that worked. It only worked once, though, so let's away. So, in other words, I don't know that we would own a PlayStation 5 if not for the promise of games that can only be played on a PlayStation 5, which, frankly, the Sony exclusives smoke the Microsoft exclusives. And that's important because there have now been multiple cross-platform games, the most recent of which being Control, the ultimate version of Control, that have demonstrated benchmarks that they perform better on the Xbox Series X than on the PlayStation.
Stay back.
Oh, I'm not going this way at all. What is over here? Bricks? Kind of amazing that that explosion didn't draw a whole world of hurt, but I'll go with it. Nope, I don't want that machete. Do I need a brick? No, I have a brick. And then what is this? If it's a bottle, I'll take a bottle over brick. Yeah, let's grab that. Bottles are better for drawing attention. I mean, it feels right now, like right at this instant, that if you were in the market to... I want to play games. I want to play games that are good, and I do not want to drop... oh, shit. This door doesn't open. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted to hear. You have a couple options. One is to buy a very high-end PC. Number two would be get an Xbox Series X, where you know that a lot of those PC releases are also going to be available. And based on early benchmarks, and you know, there will surely be top-notch games on the PlayStation as well. But based on early benchmarks, it seems like cross-platform games might be preferable on the Xbox. That's a hell of a sales point. I do not know how to make it through this room. What all is over there? Lots of crafting materials. I see. Yeah. Absolutely no idea. We got to think about this. How? So, we do have some bottles back here and some bricks. I could try to draw attention away from here. Look at this area, though. Okay, well, we got to do something. I don't have any silent way to take that clicker out at range. We've only got 2 shivs. Yeah, it really seems like that just pissed everybody off. Okay, well, hey, that didn't go terribly. We cleared out a lot of the riffraff and got a bloater! Wow! Okay. Geez, that went way better than I thought it was going to. Okay, let's craft some more of this because there's some crafting materials right next to me. We're gonna craft this. We're gonna craft this.
Hurry, Joel.
I'm working on it. Why, is he coming this way? He sure is. Okay, that's fine, though. Excuse me. Grab that. Okay, I want those crafting materials if we can. We'll stand ready to shotgun, but my goal is not to fight this guy. I thought at best we'd clear out half of the guys. It didn't. I really didn't think we'd get... Hold on. Okay, well that settles whether or not they can see. It did not occur to me that we would get all the guys and then a bloater on top of it. Okay. I think I prefer bottle over brick right now. See, this is a corpse pile I can get behind. I feel like this is us putting people out of their misery as opposed to just dead family members covered in tarps in the backs of RVs.
That crate could get us up there. Ellie, get on up there and drop that crate for me.
Oh, geez, it's 133 for Zaja. I hope I'm pronouncing that nearly correct.
Okay. Look out below!
Okay, that's... Nope, Joel. Joel. Okay, thank you, Ellie. We don't know how deep this water is, so step lightly. Can you hop over here? Oh, this is shallow enough. Okay. Come on, we'll walk together.
We're good. I don't think they can reach us now.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Watch your step. That water looks pretty deep.
Hey, that's what we can do once we're done.
What's that?
You can teach me how to swim.
You got it.
All right. Do sit tight, though. I'm going to look under here just in case there's anything... I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking to her. Okay, there's nothing down here. Keep one eye on that blue ring. Nah, there's nothing down here. All right. But I do probably have to go under here. Yep. Okay, and Zaja is saying that I am pronouncing it correct. That's good.
I'm on the other side. All right, hold on.
Okay, I bet this yellow stripe right here.
All right, just stick to the edge. It's shallow over there. Ellie, I think I found another one of them comics you've been reading.
Oh, freezing!
Wait, what's freezing? Where did she go? Okay, there she is. Nope. Yeah, my thing with the consoles is which console has the games that I cannot play on PC, and right now that's PlayStation, and that in a way that hurts the market makes it better for them. If Horizon Zero Dawn had released on PC at the same time as on the console, I would not have bought the console version. If Ratchet and Clank were to come out on PC at the same time as the console, I would not buy the console version. I would always get the PC version. For one thing, it tends to be more backwards compatible over time, because you've got companies like Good Old Games that will work to make older games compliant on the new operating system. Okay, this is clearly the way to go. Yes.
And another jam door.
Joel, you gotta add wire cutters to your repertoire.
All right. In your foot.
Okay.
Come on. Get that door open.
Wait, I want my gun.
Look out!
Nope! Fuck! Fuck!
Get the fuck off of me!
You okay?
Yeah. They just surprised me. Man, I can't wait for those things to be wiped out.
Where did it even come from? It didn't drop out of a vent. I'm ashamed that it might have been there the whole time. But then again, you would have thought that Joel would have noticed it too. Okay, we did find another bench.
Time to go to work.
Another 38 scrap. Fire rate. What was the thing that we wanted that was going to be like... I don't want the scope, really. We can't afford that. Clip capacity on Shorty seems like a fairly safe bet. That or reload speed. How much does it hold right now? Hold on a second. It holds 3, so if we add another one, that's 4. Or reload speed. Boy, I could go either way on that, really. I'm going to go with... No, I don't care about that or that. I might go clip capacity if we had enough scrap for it, but... No, let's do, clip capacity.
Now we're talking.
People are talking about where they're from. We are from the northeastern part of the United States. Is this a shiv door? Oh, it sure is. Wait, Ellie, don't go through there yet. By the way, Sam Melander had said earlier, like when we took out that room full of guys, it's almost like they expect you to use the consumables. Oh yes, no, I'm aware. It is an interesting blind spot in gaming for me that I recognize that I don't make proper use of consumables, and yet the recognition of that fact does not make it easier to deal with. All right, let's grab that. Awesome. Like I can say and earnestly feel in my heart, I should make better use of bricks and bottles and smoke bombs and the rest. And still, when the opportunity comes, the thought process inside is always and forever, but what if I need it later? What if this is a waste? What if I can somehow make it through here without using the consumables, then I'll have them
Here
later.
it is.
St. Mary's Hospital. And like that's been a thing for me for as long as I have been like as sapient as I am, I used to get gifts for Christmas, like board games or science kits or like whatever other things that I would always save them for later. Like, oh, I'll open this and play with it later. I'll play with this stuff now, but then I'll save this other stuff and you know, investigate that later. But later would never come because I would always save it for later. Okay, so we're clearly going to have to go into that underwater door. It will never not make me nervous to do this, even in a video game. All right, let's get in here. Okay, there's either... Nope, there's no air in here. All right, so apparently I'm supposed to go down there? Go to hell? Oh, I don't want to do this. Here we go. All right, everybody, hold your breath with me. Okay, there is air in here, which is good. All right, so we can clearly go up there. Let me look in here first. Also, let me be ready just in case there's something awful. Yep, looks like that's the way. Okay. Hey, speaking of like console exclusives and so forth, and I think that they've been ported to PC, people who have played the Silent Hill games, do you guys think that Mia would enjoy those?
You made it. Alright.
Given the fact that, as far as I know, she's never played a game with tank controls. And I should note, I've never played a Silent Hill game. So I do not actually know if they have tank controls, but like, if anybody else here in chat has played, oh, and so Zaja, because I feel like you might be sort of a newcomer and like for real, welcome. Mia is here with us in chat, and she really likes horror games in the vein.
Come on.
In the vein of.
I got you.
Okay, just be careful here. In the vein of things like Outlast, Outlast 2, she enjoyed, I think Observer was one that she enjoyed a bunch. So if you have thoughts on other horror games, the most recent thing that she played was Land of Pain, which was an indie game, and now she's working her way through Dead Space 3. Oh! I thought we were going to get a bridge over here. She's going to kick that down.
Stand back.
Yeah, so Carolina was asking about...
What happened?
Damn ladder broke off the wall.
Now what?
I'll figure something out.
Yeah, now I'm going to go put it across that gap, but how do I... Because I can't swim with it. So let's see if we can lean it up against this wall and then pick it up and move it over. All right, that looks like it might work. Wait, but how do I... No, how do I get up there? I can't... Can I get up here over here? I don't think I can. Oh, I can swim under again. Okay, I think I gotta swim under. Yep, that is too high. Yeah, so as is being said in chat, California is... I think it's the second largest state in terms of square mileage. Second only to Texas, and it might be the first. I actually don't No, but it is in the top 2 largest states. It also has one of the largest economies in the United States. California has, just on its own, an economy that is the equivalent of some small countries. California, Texas, New York. Something I'm understanding is that, Alaska is the largest. I know that Alaska appears to be the largest if you are looking at a flat map of the United States. Yeah, look at this. All right, don't hit it on the ceiling though. You ever look at like a flat map of the United States where it hasn't been corrected for the curvature of the globe? Alaska appears to be the size of all of Europe, and it's not that big. I do not know how large it is though. Whoops. Nope, sorry, Joel. I was trying to climb down it. Alright, now we should be able to move this over. Oh, Groomfy's saying, wow, I did not realize that Alaska was larger than Texas.
Oh, I see. Good idea. Oh boy.
Just let me go ahead, and you follow my lead.
Okay, right behind you.
Okay, actually be slightly behind me because we don't want our weight to be on the same thing at the same time. Okay, can I stand here and help her with that? Because if I needed to catch... I mean, if she falls in there, she's done. No? Okay, she's fine.
Okay, come on, jump.
You're gonna catch me?
I got you. See? You didn't even need me.
Let's get the hell off this thing.
Ellie, run! I'm pressing so much forward. Oh! There was a triangle. I did not see the triangle. Okay, ideas. This is a very bad idea. Ellie! Go! Come on.
Hands in the air!
She's not breathing.
Hands in the fucking air!
Come on.
Welcome to the Fireflies. Sorry about that. They didn't know who you were.
And Ellie?
She's all right. They brought her back. You came all this way. How'd you do it?
It was her. She fought like hell to get here. Maybe it was meant to be.
I lost most of my crew crossing the country. I pretty much lost everything. And then you show up, and somehow we find you just in time to save her. Maybe it was meant to be.
Take me to her.
You don't have to worry about her anymore. We'll take care
I
of her.
worry. Just let me see her, please.
You can't. She's being prepped for surgery.
The hell do you mean, surgery?
The doctors tell me the cordyceps, the growth inside her, has somehow mutated. It's why she's immune. Once they remove it, they'll be able to reverse engineer a vaccine. A vaccine.
But it grows all over the brain.
It does.
Find someone else.
There is no one else.
Listen, you were gonna show me where she...
Stop. I get it. But whatever it is you think you're going through right now is nothing to what I have been through. I knew her since she was born. I promised her mother I would look after her.
Then why are you letting this happen?
Because this isn't about me, or even her. There is no other choice here.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that bullshit.
March him out of here. He tries anything, shoot him. Don't waste this gift, Joel.
Get up. I said get up. Go on. Move. I said move. Give me an excuse.
Which way?
What the fuck are you doing? Keep walking. I said keep walking.
Where's the operating room? I ain't got time for this.
Where?
Top floor, the far end.
The smuggler, he's in here!
Shit. Oh, that is many guys. Okay. Oh, sorry, I thought there was a guy behind me. We have to relocate.
Here he is! Surround him! I'm moving up.
So, I have terrible positioning here. Okay, but get down, Joel.
Let's do it!
I'm sorry, I missed that, sir. Nope. Oh, God.
Son of a bitch. Don't scare me.
That's good. I wasn't trying to scare you. Okay, if I'm gonna have that kind of ammo, then we're gonna switch out for the gun that uses it. So, we should talk about this plot development, because it feels, in the moment, very, very much like the villagers cutting open the golden goose to get all of the eggs inside all at once, rather than just waiting for them to be laid naturally. It seems to me like if you have Ellie alive, then you have, like, you could do, hopefully, more careful and controlled extractions of that mutated cordyceps to, like, apparently scoop out her entire brain and just hope that you make responsible use of whatever you get out of it. That seems like an extremely bad idea. I mean, how confident are they that they can't get anything out of her blood or her bone marrow or one of her other organs? Cerebrospinal fluid? I don't want to let these guys flank me, especially this guy who is ready to flank me.
Is she worth it?
Yep.
Keep him down!
Is there anything else up there? No. Okay. Okay. Hopefully he'll pass close enough to that doorway. Yep. Okay, I need more coverage on this door because they can run right in behind me.
Oh, fuck! Hey, go around!
So really help if I could remember which buttons, like which directions, which gun was on which directional pad.
Watch my back!
Okay, now these guys are wearing armor. I think that makes the rifle the superior choice. I feel like I'm right in this guy's... Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, well, it feels like this firebomb will get them both, doesn't it? We good? Oh, Mia's doing a Kyber Shards watch party, so if anybody was interested to see that, Mia, can you post a link before you go? Gosh, I hope I didn't miss it. Can you post a link before you go to the Discord, just in case, Oh no. Zaja wanted to join. So, Zaja, just in case you were interested, Mia... Oh, what is this? Yes, it is a new weapon. Our friend here on Twitch, the Geek Pantheon, let me reload this, has a running Dungeons & Dragons game called Kyber Shards, in which he is a player, along with some of the other people that we know here on Twitch, such as Sorry BTR. Okay, let me see if I can craft anything cool, because I'm out of bombs. Okay, can I do one of these? Yep. Yes and yes. Okay, so we're gonna do one of these, and one of these. And can I... No, I don't have enough blades anymore because I made too many bombs. There's never too many bombs, though. Anyway, the Dungeons & Dragons game is up on YouTube. And More Than a Mia does a watch party with folks, with Geek Pantheon's like full go-ahead. And also, people who are in the game join the Discord watch party and are watching along because they enjoy seeing people's reactions. So it's a pretty cool thing that happens on Mondays. I think I'm going to miss much of it because kind of invested in the story right now. Awesome! Zaja has joined the Discord. Sorry, I don't remember which of these rooms, and I feel like I can get up and start moving here. Okay, so we've got a new weapon. I've not done any upgrades on it, and I don't know if they're going to have a... Let me reload this. Reload this. Nope, I interrupted it. Okay, here we go. Shit! Wait, before I go, there were bullets for this, and I fired it. I don't remember where the bullets are, and also somehow I missed that. Jeez. Oh man, I'm glad that I came back. There were bullets for this gun. Oh, and blades. Christ, okay. I feel like time is of the essence, and yet, there we go. Oh, Zaja hit 100 followers. Congratulations. Whoops. Oh, Christ. All right, that's just fine then. Let them sift through the bodies.
He's over here!
Crap. All right. Is it stairwell B then? I feel like it's stairwell B. Do it. Oh, okay. I was like, where are you going with that? Oh, he said top floor, right? Yes.
April 28th. Marlene was right. The girl's infection is like nothing I've ever seen. The cause of her immunity is uncertain. As we've seen in all past cases, the antigenic titers of the patient's cordyceps remain high in both the serum and the cerebrospinal fluid. Blood cultures taken from the patient rapidly grow cordyceps and fungal media in the lab. However, white blood cell lines, including percentages and absolute counts, are completely normal. There is no elevation of pro-inflammatory cytokines, and an MRI of the brain shows no evidence of fungal growth in the limbic regions, which would normally accompany the prodrome of aggression in infected patients. We must find a way to replicate this state under laboratory conditions. We're about to hit a milestone in human history equal to the discovery of penicillin. After years of wandering in circles, we're about to come home, make a difference, and bring the human race back into control of its own destiny. All of our sacrifices and the hundreds of men and women who've bled for this cause, or worse, will not be in vain.
All right, this place is crawling with guards, so I need to be real careful about... Is this the way that we... That's not the way that we came in, is it? No, we came in that way. Stairwell B. All right, take a look around here.
There you go.
No, I like my axe, although I'd very much like to affix a blade to my axe. So I do have 45 stuff. Let's take listen mode distance. I feel like that's feeling very important now. Now, I could make a shiv, which I kind of want, or I could do my crafting. So if I do the shiv, I get one door or one stab against a clicker, which frankly hasn't happened all that often. If I do this, I get 3 more hits with this axe. I'm gonna risk it and do this. And we'll just have to hope that we find some more blades at some point. Alright, and this is fully loaded. Yup, and yup. Alright, we'll roll with the shotgun out for now. No, I don't want to walk into this brightly lit spotlight. Let's go check this other door. Joel, use your listening drugs. Alright, I want to search for blades. I need another, shiv. Okay, we got some blade. You really would think that it would be, like, it's either a blade or it isn't. I don't know what a quarter blade is. Oh, wait, Marlene's journal. Oh, boy, am I going to try to read this in the middle of this circumstance? March 15. We finally crossed the Utah border. In a couple days, we'll be back with the others. Today, the crew was in much better spirits. I've been worried about their morale since Greg and Tanya's passing last week. It's good to hear them laughing again. Robin came up to me and said, "Thanks for watching over us, Marlene. It was a small gesture, but I needed it." March 23rd, Ellie never made it. We arrived at the hospital. There was much celebration, at least from the others. I guess they're happy to see their old friends. We haven't seen some of these guys in over 10 years. After they told me the news, I couldn't eat. I couldn't talk to anyone. I should be grateful to just be alive, but right now, I just want to shut my eyes for a bit. March 24th. They look at me and I know what they're thinking, that we're a bunch of incompetent grunts. What was I supposed to do? I thought I was going to die. My men were being hunted by the entire Boston battalion. I had to get her out of the city. How was I supposed to know the Firefly escorts were already dead? God damn it. I panicked. In the end, I healed pretty damn quickly, and my men were more capable than I gave them credit for. More than a handful survived the army's attack. I should have kept her with me. Instead, I handed her off to a couple of smugglers. I failed you, Anna. I failed all of us. I am an incompetent grunt. April 25. I can't stand talking to any of them. I don't think I can take the stairs any longer. No way I can stay here. April 28th. One of our scouts just radioed in. He spotted an older man and a young girl entering the tunnel by the bus terminal. He thinks she might have had red hair, but he's not sure. What if it's her? Stop doing this, Marlene. The recon squad is about to head out. I'm going to go join them. April 28th. When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. She's alive. They're running the tests on her now. I can't tell if I'm excited, scared, or just nervous. All I know is my hands won't stop shaking. Oh gosh, Ronan's struggling to stay awake. Well, Ronan, if it's helpful, the VOD will be up later on, like pretty much immediately after the episode. So we do try to get those up right away. And we want to make sure that people aren't staying up too late to enjoy. Okay, so that's the light I didn't want to walk through. That's the door that we came in. We just checked this Firefly tent. Oh, surgery. We're on the way. Fuck. Okay. Okay, so I'm feeling like we'll just roll that right out there. Now, if I can make it away, because he looks like he's looking around. Okay. I do have a bottle here. Alright, let's remember that mine is there. I can go back for it if I need it. No, they're covering this door as well. Nope, nope, he's moving. Alright, there's no chance I'm gonna make it through here without, interacting with them. Kind of feel like I want that bomb back. I'm waiting for him to turn around. Okay. Yeah, there's no option to get around behind this guy. Although, I can probably sneak out... I can't, like, grab him from over the thing, can I? Nope. Okay, so this is just gonna get me killed. Would that I could, drop a bomb right here, though. Alright, let me just try to back out of that. Okay. Well, I can leave a bomb here if anybody tries to come through that door. I'm gonna go back and see if I can get the one that I put down over here, because I don't think it's gonna be as useful as I'd hoped. Okay, let me grab that. I wonder if I'd shoot that fire extinguisher and, like, weird him out. Okay. And there's no other way down here. Nope. Nope, this is the way to surgery. It's this way or no way. Alright, so we've got that door covered to the extent that we can cover it. I got one more bomb. Okay, I'm kind of feeling... Nope. Boy, how long does that guy... See that guy down at the end of the hall there? Oh, is he coming this way now? I think he's coming this way. Yeah, it depends on how far he comes in. If he turns away for long enough, I could choke out his brother, and he'd never know. Okay, that's not working out. Nope, that's just a bad plan, as it turns out. I really thought there would be time to grab him. I didn't think the guy out there would do it. Monster's saying, imagine if this game had co-op. Yeah, one thing that's like remarkable about it is like I feel like the AI is actually real sharp. How much did he see? Not much. Okay. I think we had the makings of a plan, just not the entirety of it. Can I shoot this guy with the bow from here? I mean, probably not, and I don't know that a bow would be very helpful against that helmet, but... Just try to line up the shot. Okay, well that dude noticed, but he's not brave enough to come down here and do something about it. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, no, he's got orders to stay still. Could throw a bottle or something behind him. I'm not sure that I have the wherewithal to kill him silently before his friends would see. He's pretty much locked in on this area, though. I wonder if I could now choke out that other guy. Because that's the guy that noticed me last time. That or flank him similar to this guy. Yeah. I might be able to hit him from here. The trouble is I'd have a very limited... Oh, no, this guy's dialed in now, too. Look at him. Do I think I can hit him? Hold on a second. Yes and no. Alright, these guys have pretty good peripheral vision. I don't think that I can get him from here, but I might be able to get him from here. Feeling pretty good about getting the range upgrade on this bow. That, however, is my very last... What's it called? Arrow. So, I can shoot that guy with a rifle, I think. I'm not sure. But I do think that I might get some flanking done after that. So we might want to lay down a bomb to cover the side. Yeah, look at that dude. See him right there? And I don't think he has cover from here. If I stick my head up, can he see me? Somebody saw something. Or did they? Yep. Okay. God, how far back can I get so that I can see him and he can't see me? Oh, bullshit! Alright, I know there's at least one guy crouched back here. He might have relocated. Nope, there he is. And his head's on a swivel now, so if I'm gonna take aim, I'm just gonna have to be quick.
Spread out!
Shit. That's not... No. Okay, good. Good. Okay, we're gonna leave a little surprise right there. I want to make sure that I'm outside the blast radius. Let's see if we can provoke them to run through this door. That was a miss. I'm also very nervous that I don't have any protection against... Yep, getting flanked this way. So that's bad. If I can stay low, hopefully they can't get me. Okay. One mine down. Served its purpose. Shit. Okay.
Hey, go around. You need to find him. I'll check out this area. Check over there.
Get down, Joel.
Hey, go around.
A perfectly plausible option here would have been to just sneak past most of them, but I don't feel like Joel's in the mood for that.
I'll check out this area. Check over there.
Wait, what caught on fire over there? Is this like... Is he just like a sympathy burn? What? Okay. I mean, sure. Sorry, many things have happened in chat. Just give me a few moments. This was a very intense combat encounter. Let's see. Drian has lured Zaja to someplace that they're never going to want to leave. Angel thought that Drian would only stick around for certain games. Literally to note, oh no, never stuck. Drian, we're thrilled to have you around. I just put my phone down and fall asleep to the stream, but I need to remember to put the phone on charge. Hello to Tashir. Azric is greeting Tashir. Thank God somebody's here to do it, because I'm sort of been looped in here. Monster saying, imagine if the game had co-op. Hellos all around. The AI learns more about you the farther you are to the end, so the AI can really predict you at the end. Yeah, they are dialed in real well. But what they apparently didn't learn is Joel's ability to... It's the pyrokinesis that they were unprepared for. I have no idea. Was this guy, like, hit by the blast radius and he came... Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, because I wasn't looking. Maybe it got him and he ran over here in his panic. Either way, that's pretty cool. All right, I feel like I can jump up here. Let me just take a quick look around. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I've got this, let me switch out for this gun, because... Make some use of this now. Oh, nice. They're treating her in the pediatrics wing. I can't tell if that window is flipping out or if there's like a slideshow going on behind here.
That should buy me some time.
Sorry, I'm listening a lot.
Hey, Anna. It's been a while since we spoke. I just gave the okay to proceed with the surgery. I really doubt I had much of a choice. Asking me was more of a formality. I need you to know that I've kept my promise all these years. Despite everything that I was in charge of, I looked after her. I would have done anything for her, and at times Here's a chance to save us. All of us. This is what we were after. What you were after. They asked me to kill the smuggler. I'm not about to kill the one man in this facility that might understand the weight of this choice. Maybe he can forgive me. Oh, I miss you, Anna. Your daughter will be with you soon.
Interesting. So Marlene knew and was very, very close with Ellie's mother, whose name is Anna. Okay. I'd sort of been... based on previous references to Anna, which, as far as I know, have only occurred within this episode, I've been thinking that Marlene and Anna were a romantic couple, and maybe they were, but that makes it all the more baffling. Okay. It's just I don't understand the whole, like, super invasive surgery thing.
Sweet Jesus.
Doctor? What are you doing in here?
Can I take any
I
action?
won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save.
Make a choice.
Don't come any closer. I mean it.
So do I. Make a choice. Ready?
You fucking animal!
Carrie, shut the hell up.
Can I take her?
Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you. Oh, shit. Shit.
Over here.
I'm getting you out of here, girl. I got you. I got you. Come on. God damn it, which way? We're okay. We're okay. We're okay.
Oh boy.
I said get back!
Shit. Okay.
Stop!
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, then what? How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is, if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
It ain't for you to decide.
It's what she'd want. And you know it. Look. You can still do the right thing here. She won't feel anything.
What the hell am I wearing?
Just take it easy. Drugs are still wearing off.
What happened?
We found the fireflies. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done them a damn bit of good, neither. They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking us home. I'm sorry.
Wait! Let me go. Please.
You just come after her.
Well, looks like we're walking. Should be a straight shot through here.
All right.
It's actually kind of pretty, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. Now watch your head going through.
I got it.
Oh. Feeling my age now. I don't think I ever told you, but Sarah and I used to take hikes like this. I think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you really would have liked her. I know she'd have liked you.
I bet I would have.
Oh. Down there. Just a little bit further now. There, I got you. Give me your hand. All right, come on.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston, back when I was bitten, I wasn't alone. My best friend was there. And she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So, she says, let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
Oh, you don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you've said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
So this sounds like, wow, this sounds like huge, get yourself muted bait. So everybody just hold on for just 1 second. Okay, hopefully the music is dialed way down. Maybe a little bit audible, but not such a big deal. I hope these credits are long, because that was a lot all at once. I don't know if it was necessary to shoot the doctor in the operating room. I only saw a guy that was holding a scalpel, and I didn't want to get slashed apart. And so I shot him, and then nobody else made a move. And then as soon as he went to pick up Ellie, I was worried that the other doctors in the room would take an opportunity to slow him down so that the scientists, so that the military people rather could get in. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I should have shot everyone in the room, which then I didn't have to do that. So I was glad that I didn't. But that was where my thought was. We're going to get Ellie out of here no matter what happens. And then that was a mad scramble out. And I thought for sure I was just going to get shot apart, especially considering how the game opened with a single military guy shooting at Joel. He really has some luck to him that when he's holding a girl in his arms, they don't hit him, but will hit other things. That's not a criticism. It's just like, yikes, the symmetry of the game, the way it begins and then the way that it ends is really something. It's a lot to take in. Sorry. Zaja is asking if it's sleepy time mode now. And Drienne is saying that lies are very beautiful. Okay, so Drienne is saying that the music is pretty inaudible, which I think it probably needs to be. There's actually no lyrics to it, which is good. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how to process. Oh, look, we've got dog pictures. That'll make this better. I like the fact that Marlene is clearly feeling very guilty and deeply conflicted about what she's going to do, but that she has rationalized that it is for the good of mankind. She's not eager to do it. She's not callous. She's not careless. She's not flippant about it. As she says, she wasn't about to kill Joel, because he's the one person in the facility who would understand the weight of what they were about to do. To everybody else, Ellie was just a random person. Joel has now spent the better part of a year traveling with Ellie, has come to know her, has seen her learn to whistle and read comic books and throw porn out the window and care about giraffes and all of the other things that happened on this journey. And to him, he's the only other person that is going to understand that this is a real person that's being lost here. And to Marlene, ending Ellie's life to save all of mankind is worthwhile, but she won't end Joel's life for her own safety or the safety of her men when she perceives that it is not necessary. And that speaks real well to her character, because I understand where she's coming from. And here we have Joel arriving with the same set of details, and actually somewhat less, because he didn't know Anna. He didn't know Ellie's mom. But he spent a lot more time, a lot more immediately with Ellie, and he's come to the exact opposite conclusion. He's already lost a daughter, and it has gnawed away at him from the inside out for 20 years. And now he's only just started to come to grips with that loss. I have to say, I've never lost a child. I don't think I would survive it. So I understand, I understand where Joel's coming from on that. And for him to be faced with the prospect of losing another kid, even for the well-being of all of the rest of mankind, I get it. I get where he's coming from too, and he will end all of mankind if it means keeping her safe. So I understand a lot where he's coming from. And what hits real hard about that ending is Ellie knows. She knows there's something wrong here. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. There's something wrong here. And she says to Joel, "Swear to me." And he looks her square in the eyes and he doesn't blink. And he says, "Yeah, everything I said was true." And you can see it. You can see that she knows it's not. And she just says, okay, that this relationship that he has potentially now doomed all of humanity for is now poisoned because she knows that he's not a good guy, or that he's not being straight with her. A good guy might be going too far, but we know that he's not a good guy. We saw him torture that dude in the lodge. We know that he has been, as he put it, on both sides of the hunter paradigm, both the hunted and also one of the guys that was killing tourists to get their shoes and whatever ammo or rations they might have on him. Joel has done some dark shit in his life, and even if Ellie has been sort of told about it in glancing bursts here and there, I think that might be the first time that she really saw his bullshit. That is a dark ending, man. To comment on one other thing, Carolina had asked earlier, wasn't Ellie in a breathing machine? And Sam Lander said, I think that's the sedative. Yeah, that I would think would be, I don't know the actual medical term for it, but like laughing gas. On the rare occasions that I've had surgery, it has almost always been with the assistance of a mask that they put on to administer the anesthetic. So I would take that as that was why she was knocked out. And I don't know enough about medical anesthetics to know if you just once it's no longer being administered, you just sort of come out of it, or I mean, I kind of feel like that's how it's done. I don't really know, but yeah, that would not have been, I don't think, a system to assist her to breathe, but rather to prep her for surgery by putting her under. Yeah, it looks like there's some agreement there in chat Okay, so now we're getting into the additional PS4 credits, which would be the people that worked on the conversion from PS3 to PS4. Now, there is an expansion here. We're not going to start it right now, but there's a DLC story called, I think, Left Behind. So we're going to be doing that for our next episode. So there will be at least one more episode of this. I will be soliciting opinions or additional information, whether or not it's doable in a single sitting or if we should try to split it up into two. Sometimes DLC is like, this is a bite-sized thing that's intended for a single playthrough. Other times it's going to be like, oh, here's another 15 hours of content. Let's take a quick look back and I will see if I can formulate some more thoughts. Broadly speaking, before I do that, this was a PS3 game that was remastered for the PS4, and there are times, especially in sort of the animation popping or some fade in of background details, where that is apparent. The models on things are rougher and less detailed than what I've grown accustomed to on the PlayStation 3. Like I said, there's some weird animation popping here and there, but in terms of the production quality and especially the voice acting, here's a small detail that I notice that I don't see a lot of commentary on, but I liked that in the recording. It bothers me that we found Marlene Recorder 2 and not Marlene Recorder 1, at least not that I'm aware of, so that was overlooked. But right there at the very end, we got a recorder from Marlene that we got to listen to, and there was like some background noise to it, and it sounded like maybe she was sitting in a comparatively quiet room collecting her thoughts, and she pauses to think and so forth. I thought that was really well done, and it's just a small detail of an actor just having an opportunity in a recording booth to do their own thing. But I thought that the immediacy of the characters speaking to one another was extremely well done. It reminded me of Uncharted, where characters will interrupt each other, they'll talk over each other in a way that's much more natural than you get in a lot of video games, and pending additional information, I would assume that this was done with motion capture, that they, much like Uncharted, they got all the actors in a room, and the scenes that we see as cinematics were actually them playing off one another. That, I guess the only question that I have is that I know that Ellie is voiced by Ashley Johnson, who is, I think, taller than Ellie is. So I'm kind of curious how they corrected for the eye lines on that. But that's a weird technical thing that I'm only just now wondering in the moment. My sense is that Ashley Johnson is probably taller than Ellie is presented in the game, and that would screw up all their motion capture. But maybe they just had Troy Baker stand on a box or something. There's no reason for me to be wondering about this. So let's scroll back through. Also, before I look at chat, no idea who Nolan North played. At no point did I hear Nathan Drake. So whoever he played, I did not hear Nolan North, which, thumbs up. I really like it when a famous voice actor sort of goes undercover and I'm unaware of what they're doing, because voice actors can be extremely adroit with their vocal delivery. It's why they're voice actors. So to hear one that whose voice you would think you would identify so easily slip very quietly into an altogether other role, I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so let me scroll back a little bit, and we're going to take a look through chat. I do not know how Mia manages chat, by the way, because our chat jitters all over the place. So let's take a quick look. So lots of GGs, including from He Who Dies. Thank you very much, and welcome to He Who Dies. Brian says GG. Let's just take a look. That was when Drienne said lives are very beautiful. Carolina gave it Jeremy, which is very cool. Sam Litter says the game is a lot. Zaja says most the graphics and sound, but we'll have to take a look. Goofy was asking, so Last of Us 2 next? Not yet, because we're going to do the DLC story to this, and then Drienne is very ready for part 2. Boy, part 2 feels like it would weigh 1,000,000 pounds right now, I gotta say. Drienne is saying that Marlene's story is tragic. Yeah, Marlene... The thing I like about Marlene is her contrast to Joel, that Marlene is focused on saving all of mankind and is willing to sacrifice basically anything to do it, and that Joel is worried about Ellie and is willing to sacrifice almost anything for that, and that I fully understand where the two of them are coming from. you know what? Let's just hope that I'm never asked to give up a kid for the benefit of someone else or everyone else. That's not a decision I want to be faced with. Carolyn was saying that Joel was only just starting to care for her, it seemed to me. So the thing is, I think that that is true, and I think that it's also 100% understandable in the story, because Joel... I'm going to lose my place. This is going to suck. Okay, so we're just going to let that scroll away, because this is going to take a second. It's been 20 years since Sarah died in Joel's arms, and he... Like, when I say that he hasn't gotten over it, I see signs that he's never started to process it, that he lives every single day, waking up in the morning, rebuilding that wall that exists between his conscious mind and the agonizing grief that he feels over the death of Sarah. That he's never reached the point of denial, much less the other 4 stages of grief. He has chosen to simply power ahead each day, doing whatever is necessary to survive. There's an interesting interaction between himself and Tommy, where he says to Tommy, "I kept us alive," and Tommy says it wasn't worth it. And my read on that is that Tommy was there to see the real depths of darkness that Joel fell to. Now, we do not see any sign in that prologue chapter of Joel being a bad guy at all. He doesn't seem ruthless. He doesn't seem heartless. He doesn't seem prone to irrational fits of anger. And when his neighbor breaks in that sliding glass door, Joel still hesitates to shoot him because he can see that something is wrong. My sense is that Joel was a good guy that was shattered apart by the death of his daughter, and that the coldness, the concreteness with which he walls himself off from Ellie and says, "You do what I say, when I say, no questions," basically treats her like ambulatory luggage. That is because he simply cannot afford to be emotionally invested in her. And I'm not sure that he can be emotionally invested in anyone. He reacted when he saw that Tess was bitten, but then he just continued to soldier forward. He didn't grieve for her either, because I don't think that he can grieve. So I think that the iciness that he showed towards Ellie, the hardness and the borderline cruelty, was born out of that. And when he was in the manor house, I don't even know what the fuck it was. It was like this really nice house that was, of course, dilapidated and overgrown, as is everything in this apocalypse. That he was in there with Ellie. Ellie had run off. Tommy and Joel went to go find her. I hope there's no attract screen, by the way. I really hope that this doesn't launch into some crazy trailer. When Tommy and Joel went to go find her, my read on it, and this is my interpretation, I could be way off in this, Joel envisioned the possibility that Ellie was hurt, that Ellie had been taken, that something else had happened. It was the first time that I can remember that he had actually been separated from Ellie as part of their journey, at least for more than a few moments. And I think that was the point at which he realized, I'm already emotionally invested in this, and I can't say goodbye, and I have to see this through. I think in the moment he might have rationalized it by saying, I can't take Tommy away from Maria, his wife, because that's what he says. I don't think that's what was on his mind. It might have been a lie that he told himself. Here's the thing. Drienne says that lies are beautiful. I think that Joel tells himself a lot of lies. I think Joel has done a lot of justification and rationalization. I think that Joel gets himself to bed every night by saying, I do what I have to do. And I think that in that moment, he told himself that now I have to see this through. This is my journey to take. But I feel like at that point, the wall was already broken open. And the next time that we see Joel with Ellie, when they're exploring the college campus, he has already evidently started to open up to her about Sarah. And I think it's the very first time that he has started to deal with that. And he starts talking for the first time that we've ever seen Joel about what happens beyond tomorrow. He's a very like live in the moment time, but it's after that point that you start getting from Joel, later on I'll teach you how to play guitar, and after this is done I'll teach you how to swim and stuff like that. So I think that if all you observe is his behavior within the scope of the journey, you would say, well, why does he suddenly care about Ellie enough? I feel like once we mix in the other things that we can see about the way that he has processed Sarah's death, my read on it is, I think that Joel is inherently a very, very caring person, and it has taken him a really long time to remember that about himself. And that by the time he had spent, he sort of, it was like immersion therapy with him to spend time with Ellie. And by the time that was done, he now had a new daughter. And I don't think that she's a Sarah surrogate. I do feel like he has felt the pain of losing a daughter and now doesn't ever want to go through that again. That's sort of like the way that I don't know. That's how I'm thinking about it. So let me roll back here. I'm going to try to find where we were. This might be a long time. Okay, so Dren saying that he's known her for a year and only liked her for about half that. I think that he only started to emotionally have an opinion of her for about half of that, which, like, to my way of thinking is somewhat different. I do feel like it's a narrow distinction, and I'm not married to my interpretation, but that's sort of how I'm thinking about it. Sam Lander has said, as a father, screw mankind, I'm protecting my kids. PT can saying there's good and bad sides there's good and bad on both sides. Let me read through slightly here. Oh, gosh. I do not know how anybody does this because it's constantly scrolling for me. Drin said that Ellie wanted her bite to make a difference. Yeah, that's another thing that we haven't discussed. Ellie was all in. Like, Marlene says this is what Ellie wanted, and then she reads Joel's expression and says, and you knew that. I don't think that Joel disagrees with that. I think that here's an interesting thing about the ending. It's not taking Ellie's wishes into account. And that's another thing about it, that it's like Joel has to maintain the lie because otherwise Ellie will go back. I don't know who's there to do the work since the doctor's dead, but there we go. Similar saying it took way less than a year to fall in love with his babies, and they were they were slugs then without any personality. To which Brienne says, different scenario. I don't know how anybody scrolls back in chat ever. Drienne is opposed to killing dozens upon dozens of people to save one, while simultaneously preventing the saving of countless others for one life who herself wanted to save everyone. We should separate, understanding why Joel did what he did from agreeing that it was the right thing to do. Like, I can say from the outside that Joel's actions have doomed humanity. Well, okay, but again, so I don't want to let go of this because it's going to scroll back again. Here's the other thing. The doctor's plan does not make a lot of sense to me, because as long as Ellie is alive, you would think that she would be a renewable resource of the mutated cordyceps that potentially can provide a cure for all mankind. Their plan appeared to be scoop out her brain and hope that they had enough material or used it wisely with their inconsistent power and questionable levels of refrigeration to do what needed to be done. And maybe it only grows like deep inside the brain and they no longer have the medical technology to get beyond the surface without killing her in the process. I don't know, but it feels like a dangerous proposition, and it is sort of dumped on us rather all at once that, surprise, the big plan is for her to be dead at the end of this. I hope you're good with that. guy who just spent a year with her. It feels like a bad plan. It feels like, are we really sure that that's the way that we have to go? So, I don't know. That's another thing that sort of troubled me about if Joel had walked away, if Marlene had said, take this gift, and then Joel marched out, and then the game ended, or even if there had been a choice, like a player choice, on whether or not Joel, like, just drives away. We'll give you a car and some rations, and Joel said, in any way, okay, you would hear a very different opinion about that ending, because that would feel like a total betrayal of everything that we've been through so far and everything that I feel like we've come to know about Joel. So that's where I'm coming at. Let me try to scroll back again. Somebody's got to introduce me to how to scroll back in chat without having the chat incessantly try to reset to the bottom. So Tashir was saying... Drin is saying that that they can see full on why Joel did it. What they're opposed to is the methods. I think I would need more information because I'm not sure. It's not like he had a diplomacy check that he could have made. Like it feels like this was the only way through, unless they were my methods, in which case like we could have snuck past a bunch of people, but. I was well done for that. Tashir saying of the expansion, 1 or 2 episodes, so we'll weigh out how we feel. Like we might split that into a couple. I'll look on how long to beat and then increase it by 50% because that's how long it'll take. Sam Linder saying, I mean, I'm not a murder psychopath, but I'd walk through dozens of people to prevent my kid, fucking chat, from dying, even if it was to save someone else. There's no logic there, just ... Yeah, I understand. Like, I get it. I'm with you on that. Let's take a quick look. Fuck this chat. Okay, yeah, Sam Lane is saying, I'm not killing my kids. And Brianna's saying that isn't his kid. Except I would submit that she is by the end of this. To Joel's mind, they are now family. I feel like that's the point at which he arrives. Whether or not it's biologically accurate, sort of like the family you choose. Joel would also kill a wide swath of people to save Tess, for example. It seems to me like he is someone who protects his loved ones with a ferocity. Zaja is saying same. Okay, so there's now sort of a comparison talk to The Walking Dead, which is perfectly valid, and you guys should have that. But anybody who is like, I want to be careful about me getting into it because that might be a spoiler for people that are listening to this after the fact. So I will steer a little bit clear of that. Sam Leonard is saying this is one of those things where rationality isn't the most important. It's a thing where rationality isn't the most believable to me. Like if Joel suddenly put on his Vulcan ears and said the good of the many outweighs the good of the few, that simply isn't who that guy is. Like, it's that ending would not be supported by what we have learned about Joel and the way that he's lived his life. The debate on whether or not Joel is a good person would be an interesting one. And I think that I would hesitantly come down on the side of no, he is not. But he is a sympathetic character, one whose motivations I understand, and one who is not motivated by evil so much as preserving those that he loves and trusts. And that's where he's coming from. And we can either make our peace with that, or he will kill us. So bear that in mind. Let's scroll back a bit again. Sam Leonard saying, don't worry, by the time that you catch up, there to be 100 lines. For anybody watching this in the VOD afterwards, there will be no further gameplay, but if you're interested in the conversation, we're going to continue to look through this. Drian would be livid if she was Ellie. I I think Ellie, I think, like, livid is not a fair description of her expression there at the end. What I'm left with, my question at the end is Ellie willing to go along with pretending to believe this lie that she deep down inside plainly does not? And I think that here's what I would propose to Drienne. If Joel had instead said, Ellie, you're too young. Ellie, I did what I had to do. No, I lied to you. If he had said anything other than his straight, clear-eyed assurance to her that he had told her the truth, I think that she would have demanded to go back. She would have cut ties with Joel. I think that she would have done anything she could to get back there, because Ellie does treasure the good of mankind over her own life, and would give her life for that. And Joel is removing that choice from her, which is, again, understandable and bad. Like let's again underscore, there's a big separation between saying that Joel is acting in accordance with his character and the traits that I feel like have established with him, versus saying, I think that he has done a good thing. I get to stand on the outside of this. I get to watch all of this through a pane of glass. And I get to say, well, objectively, that kid's one life is not worth everybody else's. But Joel is in the moment. Joel knows. And this is what, like the point that Samelander's making as well. It's well and good to say one life to save all of them. But then what if it's the life of somebody that you care about? If it's your own life, that can be easier. I don't think I want to get into this just because it would be such a long story. But in very, very broad strokes, and you guys should go look it up for yourself because I will fail to communicate it. When Rachel Maddow's, I think, partner, I don't think that they're married. It's none of my business. I believe it's Rachel Maddow's partner, when she became very, very sick with COVID-19, and Rachel Maddow had to isolate and quarantine, she was not allowed to see her partner and could only communicate remotely. And the very first broadcast that she did after sort of getting outside of a certain quarantine period where she was set up from her home that she could transmit, the appeal that she made to her audience is, when you put yourself at risk with COVID-19, it's not what you can bear. It's what you might pass on to those that you love. So even if you think that you can survive it, that you'll be okay, that you're willing to take the risk, stop for a moment and try to envision, what if you get somebody that you care about sick? And what is that going to feel like? That was the appeal that she made, because I feel like a lot of people are willing to sacrifice themselves for what they perceive to be the greater good, but they are incapable of seeing somebody that they love make that same sacrifice. So I feel like that's sort of a human reaction that I get and understand, and I feel like I've seen it expressed as recently as a couple months ago. But you should look that up. Carolina is recommending Chatty. I know that Samalander has recommended the same thing. Patikin's still in the middle was never on any side, since I mentioned earlier there's good and bad on both sides. The cordyceps were on her brain. Removing any of them would kill her. Why? Like, you can take samples of brain tissue from people without any appreciable impact to their psyche. It seems to me like you'd probably scrape a few cordyceps off. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying that's weird. Like, any of them? Also, are the cordyceps excreting anything into her cerebral spinal fluid? Can you take microscopic samples of them and then grow them in a dish or inject them into a dog or something, like a monkey? Like, we know there are infected monkeys in the world. We got that. They may not have easy access to monkeys, but I need to stop saying it because now the word monkey is losing all meaning. There was no way to harvest some and keep her fine. I will, like, for clarity, I am willing to accept that as a necessary plot point. Medically speaking, I'd love to get like a brain surgeon in here to confirm or deny, because it just feels a little bit weird. But for the narrative impact, let's go with it. Like we're not here to rivet count like blood types or anything like that. Even so, Sam, while that is wrong, I still feel that she gave her consent to die in the attempt. And when she set out into the most dangerous journey possible, she decided that the cause was more important than her life. I would submit that I'm not sure that Ellie understood the danger of the mission. From what, like, when Ellie steps outside the Boston QZ for the very first time, she expresses, like, I've never seen anything like this, looking like trees and stuff. Like, she has, as far as I know, lived inside the quarantine zone her entire life. So the idea of how dangerous that journey was going to be, I think that was something that she learned as she went. Okay, but so I'm getting some advice here on how to do scrolling. Yeah, we'll have to look into some of these. Carolina is saying, even in the browser, when I scroll up, I get chat pause to scroll, something possibly that has been activated. Yeah, I'll have to look at that as well. Tashir uses the Twitch dashboard. Yeah, so unfortunately, we are all the way across the room from where the actual streaming PC is, or at least I am. That's why I'm so far away from anyone else involved in this production. So it's a bit goony the way that we have it set up. Drain is all about family first and is super protective. The ending is contentious. Oh, contentious, I can easily imagine. Never had any issues with scrolling. What bothers me, Sam Lander, is the lack of choice in the matter. Drin literally got to the end of the game and went, I hate all of this. I don't want to have Joel doing this. This choice means nothing to me because I have no input. I would feel similarly if this was a narrative-based game like The Walking Dead, where you are made to feel like you have a lot of input into the direction that things take. This was very much like you are a participant in a story that is being told, and you are not directly any of the characters. As far as I'm aware, and I could be wrong, I do not think that at any point we made a decision about Joel that reached outside of how do I spend the crafting materials and which of these guys dies first, or do I go through here without fighting. So that's sort of the way that it's sort of a different genre. And I can understand, like, I really like narrative games, but I also like directed stories as well from time to time. Sam Lander thinks this is part of the difference between having lived experiences between him and Drienne. You're not wrong to feel that way. Yeah, like, a fun thing about games or movies in general is, I'm not sure this is the time to make this point, but I really, really like watching different people play, like, the Telltale games. Like you know, Drienne, Mia, the Geek Pantheon is currently playing through them, because you get to see the same set of circumstances visited by people with different lived experiences, and they will have wildly different reactions that they key in on. I can think right now, and I'm not going to say them for spoiler reasons, but I can remember both the Geek Pantheon and Mia hit points in the Walking Dead series where they became, I don't want to say fixated, because that has negative connotations, but they really zeroed in on an element in the story that I just didn't, like, it just went completely past me. It was like, that never occurred to me. And it's not that they're wrong, it's that their experience in life has brought them to a different interpretation of the same events. And they are placing a very high degree of importance on something that just held none whatsoever for me, and I'm sure that in my playthrough the reverse would be true. And that's why I like narrative games where choice is really important, because you get to see people arrive at those same key decision points, and the way that they'll talk through why they're doing what they're doing, that's fascinating. I have no interest in watching somebody do a bastard run in The Walking Dead where they just act like a real asshole all the time, because that's not a decision. That's just them trying to provoke certain outcomes or something like that. But watching people engage with it earnestly and in good faith for the first time, it's awesome seeing how they'll reach these points and be like, I never thought of it that way. And that's what's so cool about it. I really like sitting back and letting them sort of share their thoughts as they go through. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just going to scroll back a little bit. Sam Lander says that he's still in the camp of Ellie was not informed at the end that she had to die. That is left a little ambiguous, isn't it? Now, I do think that Ellie would choose to die, but we don't have clarity that she would not be waking up from this. Like, you would think that if she was aware of that, then you would think that the lie that Joel tells wouldn't work. If Ellie had been sat down and said, listen, we're going to do this, but you're not going to wake up from it, and it's for the good of everybody. If that was a conversation that was had and Ellie assented to it, then you would expect that when Joel later tells her, oh no, they got dozens of you. And it's just, they just gave up on finding a cure. That lie wouldn't work, right? Like, you don't sit somebody down and say, it's time for you to come to terms with your morality. Is there a person of faith we can have you consult with? What do you want for your last meal? And then afterwards say, no, just kidding. just kidding. But I mean, who knows? Maybe that's why she's so suspicious. I think it's true. My read on it is exactly what Sam Lander says. I don't think that Ellie was made aware of the sacrifice that she'd been making. I do believe that she would choose to make the sacrifice, but just like Joel is denying her agency over the decision, I kind of feel like the Fireflies were as well. I feel like I would understand why they would do that, because to them, the surgery is going to occur, quote, what's the point in frightening her, unquote. Patigan also likes linear games and games where he has a choice. People tend to self-insert much harder in video games than they do in books. Extremely true. Hey, we're the monkeys. People say we monkey around. I'm not familiar with that, particular... I watched so much Monkeys when I was growing up. How many brain surgeons and resources do you think they have still available, as well as any precedents for the study of removing cordyceps from one brain? Unclear. And also, like, for me, broadly irrelevant. Like, that does go to why do they have to kill Ellie, but it seems like more study is warranted. Like, just the fact that they've already arrived at, nope, just the whole thing come out. We've got this mason jar filled with formaldehyde or whatever the fuck they store brains in. I don't know. The thing is, as long as Ellie is alive, it feels like they at least have a potential for additional study. And if they kill her and they don't get the cure that they want, then they're fucked. Then it's all over. So that's the way that I'm thinking about it. Null's asking, do I want to know who Nolan North played? Sure. Why not? Because we won't be able to talk about it afterwards. Unless, wait. Null. Unless he played someone who appears in the DLC chapter, if we know. There's some conversation about Valhalla. I want to be a little bit careful about what I see about that, just because we haven't played that just yet here. Moo is saying, I also think that Ellie would have said goodbye to Joel. Yeah, I think that that's very true. Let's just take a quick look. Moo says... Okay, so wait, Groomfy is saying, I don't mind having some narrative choices within the story told. I think it's fun, but it's delicate to write well for video games. It's also delicate to make people feel like their choices are meaningful, because one thing that I see routinely about the Telltale games, for example, is, oh, the choices don't matter. Those people are playing a radically different game than I am, because my choices absolutely matter when they are then reflected in the text and in the conversations that are had, because they go on to influence the way that I view the story. And that is narratively meaningful to me. So, yeah, but that's a common complaint, for sure. Moose says she would have wanted to wait until he was conscious to tell him of her decision and tell him that it was okay and to say goodbye. That's another really good point. That it beggars belief that Ellie would have been told that she was going to die and not have wanted to say goodbye to Joel, unless the Fireflies lied to her about where he was, and that would not instill a lot of trust with her. She seems to have a really strong bullshit detector. We might be caught up. So Goofy's saying, I think that Ellie would have known that Joel would have tried to stop her, so not clear to me exactly what happened while Joel was out. I think that is deliberately left ambiguous, and I think that people in chat are broadly bringing up a lot of good theories about it. Patikin's saying to do an asshole run in the Telltale games. Yeah, I'm not saying that people shouldn't. I'm just saying that I have no interest in seeing that, because they're not engaging with the game then. They're like just like doing it for a laugh, and it's just less interesting to me. Just take a quick look. Sam Lander says meaningful choices in video games are rare. My experience is somewhat different. It's not to say that they can't be more meaningful. I dream of the game that is adventurous enough to do what The Witcher 2 did. This is not a spoiler, where The Witcher 2 can take you to completely different areas in the game. I mean, The Witcher 2, it is literally impossible to see what that game has to do in a single playthrough, because there are huge schisms in the gameplay structure itself, depending on what you do. So it's really cool, but the downside to that is that when you're a game development company and you're spending millions of dollars to develop a game, how much time and effort are you willing to spend on content that only a fraction of the players are going to see if you can condense all that effort into a structure that everyone who plays will be able to see? You can devote more resources to making those sections as good as possible. So I get it and also regret it, because wouldn't it be cool to see, like, I'm trying to think of a plausible example, but like where people like really did have super meaningful choices. And then, by the way, there are games that try that and then don't do very well. Alpha Protocol, I've never played it. I very much want to, because my understanding is that is an example of a game where the story can take really dramatic twists and turns based on what one player does versus another. And that game I feel like did very poorly for, I think it was Obsidian that did that. I'm probably wrong about who did it, but it just didn't land with people. So it was very, very expensive to make something so adventurous, and then it didn't land, which makes it like a double whammy. Let's just take a quick look. Groomfy is saying that the Valhalla comment. I assume so. Carolyn is saying, oh no, he's catching up. Nolan North played the cannibal leader. Wow! He played the cannibal leader David, who does not show up in the DLC or anything else. No, I would imagine not. People misinterpret Telltale's statement, the story is tailored by the choices you make. Tailoring a garment does not make it a different garment. It just fits and looks different. The same with the story in the Telltale game. Also, there's a difference between story and game. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I don't hold the Fireflies in much higher regard than Joel at this point either, says Groomfee. Let's just take a quick look through. So, a couple comments by Groomfee have been removed without knowing what they were. Probably, potentially, something that might have been spoiler, and Dran is clarifying, I'm just deleting that so that it doesn't hint at anything for Angel. Yeah, so without having seen it, I'm always concerned that any degree of moderation can be felt personally, and I hope that is not the case here, because whatever the comments were, this is true for me as well. Our threshold for what potentially can be a spoiler can extend to like, oh, this character is super cool, or I can't wait until you see what happens in this next part, or anything like that. So whatever it was, no harm, no foul. And Groomfee, I'm sure that as we continue to engage with this, whatever those thoughts were, I would very much want to hear them maybe later on down the line. And like, when in doubt, clearing the messages is probably the safer bet, but that's not to say that we don't want to see whatever it was. Sandler is saying one time we'll find a contentious thing, we're on the same side, and then heaven help the person on the other side. Sandler is completely unfamiliar with The Last of Us 2 other than knowing that it exists. Similar. Yeah, very much the same. We do have it, but heads gone. Well, here's one thing I'm looking forward to. This is a small thing, and I'm sure it'll come up. again, this was a PlayStation 3 game ported to PlayStation 4 and now played on a PlayStation 5. I am very much looking forward to what a different experience The Last of Us 2 will be, given that that is a native PlayStation 4 game. I think that'll be pretty cool. It'll be interesting to compare and contrast the production values, which I now have very high expectations from. Like, I was not often thinking to myself, this is a PlayStation 3 game. I was really engaged by the story and the combat. Like, again, I didn't really talk about it in the summation there, but the enemy AI was super well done. Like, way better than the average Call of Duty game that is ostensibly a first-person shooter. Here we have a third-person combat game where I feel way more afraid of and engaged by the AI characters than I have in a lot of shooters, like dedicated shooters that I've played. Okay, Dran is saying that it was very subtle, but just in case. And then Patikin saying, all I'm saying is that I like both Last of Us games, never played them, but seen them both. And then Carolina is saying the title of this is a lie. There's still many people here. So I feel like that catches us all up. Let me think if there's anything else that I would want to cover. Not yet. So there will be at least one more episode of this. Given that the Left Behind is only, as Tashir put it, an episode or two, that is going to be folded in with the rest of this. It'd be cool if we got up to, what was this, episode 7, I think? I don't actually remember what episode this was, but it would be cool if we got up to an even 10. It doesn't sound like Left Behind is quite long enough for that. So look for us in the coming days for some more of this. And then I think the plan, tentatively, is that we will roll directly into The Last of Us Part 2. So I hope that you guys... Terra Luna is confirming. Thank you. This is episode 7. So yeah, we will be back for at least one more episode of this, and then after that, we will jump directly into The Last of Us Part 2. I think that's the current plan. In between here and now, I hope that you guys will keep an eye out for any episodes of Red Dead Redemption 2 that we do. Also, please check out Tashir Games' ongoing playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077, Patikin's ongoing playthrough of Immortals Phoenix Rising. Sam Lander has been playing a lot of RimWorld, which has been a lot of fun to watch. Also, some Farming Simulator 19, as has Caroluna, when Caroluna is not playing Valkyria Chronicles. It's always fun when those names fall out of my head. Drienne is doing a full playthrough of the entire Telltale Walking Dead franchise with customized trailers done at the very beginning of every episode. And on Fridays is playing through Horizon Zero Dawn for the very first time. And on Saturdays is playing through the latest build of Raft, which has been a lot of fun to watch. Also some Conan Exiles mixed in there as well. Jason McMaster has been playing a pretty even mix of Hitman 3, Overwatch, and Valheim, which is all the rage on a lot of different channels these days. Also some Dyson Sphere Project, which has been interesting to see. That is very much a game I will look forward to seeing a full release at some point, because that game looks really awesome. Ricardnio is saying cool stream. Thank you very, very much. Ricardnio is hopefully going to be up on the mic again very soon. I don't know if he's gotten any new information about his PC repair, but we're looking forward to that. He was doing some Watch Dogs 2, I believe it was, and then also some Fortnite. So we're looking forward to having his PC fixed when that's coming up. So you're saying you're going to want a short break between Last of Us 1 and 2. Well, I hope it won't be too long, because I feel like the time is right, because we are exiting the PlayStation 4 era pretty quickly at this point, and I want to make sure that we are caught up. It is, by the way, The Last of Us Part 2 is not the last PlayStation 4 game that we're going to be playing. I'm not going to spoil which ones, but keep an eye out. Azric is saying thank you for the stream. Yeah, thank you for everybody. It looks like we are winding down. Oh, no. Ricardnio is saying it is broken, his PC. We'll hopefully get some more details on that later on. I'm very sorry to hear that. I'm hoping that broken is not unfixable, but we will see. And Patikin is also voting for no breaks. Okay, so we're going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for witnessing this full playthrough of The Last of Us, and we will be back for Left Behind for an upcoming episode. Exactly when that will take place is a little bit uncertain. I'd like to clear enough time that maybe we can do it in in a single sitting. Otherwise, we'll split it up into a couple hour playthroughs. And between now and then, we will be continuing on with some Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's find somebody fun to raid, but no matter who we raid, do consider popping into Discord and watching whatever's left of Mia's watch party for Kyber Shards. And if you have missed the watch party, please consider doing a YouTube search for The Geek Pantheon and watching the Kyber Shards playthrough that has all been arranged into a really good playlist. They've got character introductions, they've got interviews with the folks, and if you are curious for a nice, approachable, fun entry into what even is D&D 5th edition, why do people want to play it, I think that it's awesome stuff. And you can skip the character introductions if you want to get right into the meat of the campaign. But I recommend checking it out. It's very neat to see how these folks build their characters and get to know the DM. And Sam Lander's saying they have... Oh, wait. Who's saying that they have production values? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Ricardo did make a small statement on Twitter, so we will look forward to that. And Mia has just put up the YouTube channel, which unfortunately may mean that Mia's back, that we might have missed the whole playthrough. In any event, we are going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this full playthrough, and we will see you guys in the days to come for other streams as previously announced. Until next time, thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a great night.